123 could be significant for some of you. 111 could be significant for some of you. And we've got life's a juggle and shameless sensuality. All right, so this is giving me finding balance between play and work. Finding balance between responsibility and creativity. Finding that routine that works for you. You know, making a habit of prioritizing the things that allow you to feel good, sensual, happy, and joyful. Tapping into those emotions that liberate you. And also, you know, doing the hard stuff. Doing the things that require your dedication and your discipline. Whether that is going to work, you know, putting in that effort to your business, putting in that effort towards, you know, taking care of your household, you know, whatever it is that's calling your attention that may require more focus and discipline. And we've got here and now. 143 could be significant for some of you. Some of you could also be seeing acorns. Acorns could be significant for some of you. And this card, to me, is symbolic of taking those moments of appreciation, you know, of gratification, to be present in the here and now, to recognize how far you've come, to recognize how well you've done up until this point. Taking those moments to smell the roses and see what you've accumulated, whether it's knowledge, whether it's, you know, fruits of your labor, whether it's a healthy lifestyle, whether it's your health, your well-being, your family, the support, you know, taking those moments in the here and now to simply just be and be grateful. And look around. Let's see what else is coming through. We've got advice from a cat. All right, and this actually came out in reverse. And advice from a cat talks about oversharing, you know, being wise about who we open up to and what it is that we reveal. You know, not giving away too much too soon or telling too much information. 333 could be significant for some of you. And so with this coming out in reverse, I feel like this is gaining wisdom and letting go of the need to have validation or opinions from others. You know, not saying that having support isn't helpful, not saying that, you know, if you have somebody to talk to or bounce ideas off, or you have a mentor or a tutor or somebody like that, that's not useful. But saying that, I feel like with balance is also the wisdom of knowing the divine timing of what should be shared and what shouldn't be shared. All right, we've got blinded by bias and unorthodox approach. So with blinded by bias, all right, this is talking about judgments or belief systems that cloud the view, you know, not being able to see things correctly and being stifled by a certain mindset. And then unorthodox approaches is doing things differently. And so with these two cards coming out, I feel like for some of you, when it comes to your wisdom and the way that you think, you know, that's going through a shift, that's going through a transformation. You know, for some of you, you may need to be a little bit more biased. For some of you, you may realize that you need to ask more questions. You know, you may need to be a little bit more biased. And for some of you, you may come to the realization that being too biased is not beneficial for you. You know, take it as it resonates. But I feel like there's going to be a shift in your mindset when it comes to the way that you think and the way that you're approaching with your mindset. At the bottom of the deck, we have raise them up. And underneath raise them up, we have being bullheaded. And we got your path alone. This is saying that, you know, for some of you, your path is consisting of having to help others naturally, to be the light that you wish to see, to lift others up. And for some of you, I feel like it's been difficult, it's been challenging. There may be a resistance there where it's going to require humility. Humility is coming through with this. Because when it talks about being bullheaded, it's talking about being stubborn. You know, having a hard time shaking off resistance, you know, and being willing to surrender to your calling, or being willing to surrender to God and the higher aspects of things. You know, because when it comes to many of your calling, it's a matter of being of service, you know, a matter of being a light, a matter of raising up others, you know, and sometimes that requires us to put our pride aside.